Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be looking back at a piece of history. Oh, you're supposed to be off. On the 9th of January 2007, Steve Jobs showed the world this. The original iPhone. The phone that quite literally revolutionized the entire world and has changed history forever. And so given how revolutionary this phone was for the time, what can it still do 14 years after it was released? Well, that's what we're here to find out today. What makes the phone as old as me? Oh my gosh, that's quite funny. Okay, so let's have a look at the phone itself. If you're familiar with iPhones, this front is quite familiar to you. You've got the home button, bezels are quite chunky. On the bottom, we have big ol' charging connector, definitely more convenient nowadays with the lightning connector and USB Type-C that is found on more phones these days. Also got some bottom firing speakers. On the side we have the volume up and down and the mute switch. That's been there since the original. On top we have an IR scanner or an infrared sensor, SIM card slot as well, and a headphone jack. You won't find that on modern iPhones for sure. And then this side there's nothing, and on the back you have that 2 megapixel camera. And of course the iconic two-tone Apple design with the aluminium on top and the black plastic on the bottom. Okay, we've had a look at the phone. Now I think is the time you've all been waiting for. Let us turn on the phone. Da, 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 da. Got that old Apple logo right there. And there we go. We have the original iPhone lock screen. Obviously you can see the iconic globe background there and the slide to unlock. And there we go. We have the iPhone unlocked, working. But yes, here you can see the home screen just like you used to. There is no notification tray. You can't swipe down for notifications. So what we're going to be doing today is going through all these apps, trying them out one by one and seeing which ones still work. So I guess we should have a look at the apps here. First of all, the phone app. You can see the phone app here. We've got all the standard dials, your recents, your favorites, and of course your voicemail. Pretty basic phone app. And then you've also got your messages app. As you can see, you can write who it's to from your contacts or type in a phone number to text message. Hello. And then you can type out your text message. Simple as that. And so you may think, oh, can you still use the iPhone to make calls and make texts? Sure, the app's still open and work just fine. Can you still use it? And the answer to that is depends. It really depends on your country that you are in. Take for example me, I'm in the UK, and the UK still has 2G phone signals up and running. This is because a lot of devices here in the UK still use the 2G network to communicate between one another. Now this original iPhone is more commonly known as the iPhone 2G, and the reason it's called the iPhone 2G is because it only connects to 2G networks. And so in the UK you could legitimately put a SIM card into this phone and use it as a phone. You could do that. However, in a lot of other countries such as Japan, or more significantly the United States, 2G signals have been closed down because no phones are being made to support 2G signals anymore. Everything is using at least 3G, if not 4G, and nowadays 5G we have as well. And so 2G has kind of become obsolete, and so in North America and in other countries they have shut down the use of 2G phone signals. So even if you do have a SIM card to put in this phone, it wouldn't be able to make phone calls anymore or text people anymore. So the phone app and the messages app, it really depends on which country you're in, whether it'll work or not. Okay, you guys seem to want to see me do the YouTube app. So let's open the YouTube app here. Okay. And it doesn't work. So the built-in YouTube app on the iPhone 2G unfortunately no longer works at all, and it just gives you this message saying cannot connect to YouTube. And if you press OK, it just gives you no videos. That is a big fat no, it doesn't work anymore. Which app would you guys like to see next? The calendar app. Okay, we'll open the calendar app here. Does the calendar still work? There we go. We got the calendar, 11th of September 2021. That is the date today. Okay, so we've got list of events, the day, and the month. It always seems to work today. Let's try making an event here. Say for example, I want to add to my calendar that George Wilkins is doing a live stream on Twitch at 6 p.m. So I could add Twitch stream, location, I guess that's just my house. And so start and ends today. The stream is at 6 o'clock and ends at 8 o'clock. Done. Repeat never. You can have it so it repeats every day, every week, 2 weeks, month, year, or you can set an alert 5 minutes before, 15 minutes before, 30 minutes before, and I think I'll make a note here saying it's a Team Fortress 2 stream. And there we go. I have successfully added an event to the calendar there. I can tap on it and I can see Team Fortress 2 when it is. So there you go. Calendar app, still fully functional. Your house, be right there. Yes, come to my house for the stream. Okay, what app would you guys like me to try next? Stocks should actually be interesting. Let's have a look at the stocks app here. And, oh, error retrieving chart. Let's click on the Google stock. And as you can see, the stock app doesn't work anymore. It requires to connect to some server that doesn't exist anymore, and so unfortunately, yeah, no, the stocks app doesn't work anymore. You can see it's actually powered by Yahoo. If you look in the corner, there's a little Yahoo logo, which is probably why it doesn't work anymore, because Yahoo, I mean, what do they do these days? I don't know. Unfortunately, yeah, no news available. The stocks app, that's a no. It doesn't work anymore. What app should we try next? Does the App Store work? Let's give it a go. Okay, it's loading. We'll give it some time. Okay, and so say I want to go on the top 25 apps. I can click the top 25 apps button at the bottom, and there we go. We are seeing the top 25 apps on the original iPhone. We can see, and these isn't like old apps either. This is Bloons Tower Defense 6. That's a pretty recent game. Driving Theory Lessons, Monopoly. This is in the paid section. What if we wanted to go to the free apps? Give it a little minute to load there, and there we go. We've got the NHS app, we've got WhatsApp, the McDonald's app apparently. And so yes, you can in fact browse the App Store. However, if we were to, oh I don't know, actually go on one of these apps, say the NHS app here, and give it a little second to load. It does take a little time to load things, but there we go. You can see the NHS app and you can read the description and you can see pictures of the app on our newer iPhone. However, if we actually go to install this app, this is what you will see the majority, if not all of the time. Update required. This app requires iOS 9 or later. And that is the case for pretty much every app on the App Store nowadays. None of them support this iPhone anymore, or this version of iOS anymore. And so as much as it's fun to browse the App Store on this, you know, ancient phone, it doesn't have a use because you can't actually install anything through the App Store anymore. So unfortunately, the App Store, that is a no. It no longer works. You can look at pictures of the NHS. Apparently that's an upside according to Dazpan. That's probably better than YouTube IMO. You think looking at pictures in the App Store is better than looking at YouTube videos? Okay, interesting. You want to have a look at the maps? Okay, well, have a look at the Maps app. And there we go. It is Google Maps. Here we have a map of the UK. You can zoom in. We'll zoom into London here. It does take a little while to catch up when you're zooming in, but you can zoom all the way in. And there we go. We've got some landmarks showing up here. There we go. We've got Buckingham Palace there. You can see all the different tube stations around. Got the British Museum there. There you go. Westminster Abbey showing up. You can see the River Thames names there. All the bridges. Let's try choosing a direction. So we'll start in, not my current location, I don't want it to be doxed. We'll start in London and we'll end in Manchester. Give me a route. And there you go. There is a route by car. It's 210 miles and will take about 4 hours. There you go. And if I wanted to walk it, what's the quickest walking route? There we go, a bit shorter, 179 miles, but it will take you 2 days. That's to be expected, it's quite far. And what about public transport here? There we go, got some bus times. You can take the bus, the train, but there you go. If you really wanted to, you could use this as a legitimate map. So I would consider the Maps app a success. It still works. Does the iTunes-Music app work? Let's give it a go here. So here we are in the iTunes app. If we want to search up something, I think we can look up Carla here. Try and find Carla's music. Give it a second to load it. There we go. Top results, songs named Carla and albums. There we go, Le Sur Moi. They're all loading up nicely. It's got no reviews. Let's click on here. See if we can actually view the album. Okay, we've given it a few minutes to load the album and it doesn't appear to be loading it, so I'm just going to go back to the search. What if we search up Olivia Rodrigo? There we go. Searching. There we have it. Got the Sour album there, good for you. You can even see the little explicit warning there. But yeah, you can see songs, driver's license. These are ringtones apparently. You can make Good For You your ringtone. Let's try clicking on Good For You. Will it play the song? Because this is streaming the song over the internet. There we go. Good For You. Searched up on the iTunes store. I could buy it for 99p if I wanted to and save it to this phone. As much as it is very slow to load the songs, and I haven't actually tried to buy anything on here, obviously, because I don't really need to buy songs on iTunes myself, but in theory, if you put in your iCloud account and you bought this on this phone, you could use it. And so what would happen to the songs you bought on iTunes afterwards? Well, then you would have to go to the iPod app. Here's where your songs will appear. So you've got the artists, you can see I've downloaded a few songs here off of the YouTube audio library and a couple Nintendo songs. You've got playlists, we've got songs, videos, don't have any videos downloaded, more, you can see podcasts, genres, composers, lots of different things. Let's play a song that won't get me copyright claimed and, and see what the speakers sound like here. Show it to Mike so you can hear the... Okay, well let's try another song here. I've also got Night on the Town. Turn it up a little bit. Put on max volume now. This is a bit of a quieter song. And of course, one last song, we have Jump Up Superstar by Nintendo to get something with some vocals in here.
Off the rails, don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. These bags for a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. It's time to jump up in the air.
And that's enough of that. So, does the iPhone still work as a music player using the iPod app and the iTunes app? Absolutely, it still works 100%. I probably wouldn't recommend using the built-in speaker. As you've probably heard, it sounds rather crunchy, especially cranking the volume up at the end. So I probably would recommend, you know, getting some headphones to use the headphone jack. George, your dancing is so brilliant. Why do I disagree with that? Top notch. No, there isn't a notch on this one. This is before they put the notch on them. We'll just quickly look at the Mail app here because I don't know if the Mail app works or not. I haven't tried to connect my mail to it. It's probably not the most secure thing to be keeping your mail on anyway, so I would discourage you, even if it does allow you to save your emails to. I probably wouldn't advise anyone uses this today purely based on a security aspect. Dustpan wants to see the camera. We can open the camera, and there we go. It is the camera app. You can see my Olivia Rodrigo vinyl there. We can see my PewDiePie figurine. Let's take a couple photos here. There we go. Takes a little while to take a photo. I'll take one of my streaming setup right now. One thing to note on this phone, there's no selfie camera. So to take a selfie, you have to hold it up like this and turn it around and hope that you're in focus. So let me just... And there we go. There is a photo of myself. I mean, looking at that photo, that doesn't look half bad. I mean, I look a bit red. Sure, it's a bit soft and a bit low resolution, but like, it's not unusable, I would say. And it definitely worked. I mean, this is a photo that it's taken. There's the PewDiePie figurine. Oh yeah. When I set up this phone with iTunes to put those songs on it, it gave me this. It said, "Welcome to your new iPhone," and showed me the latest iPhone. I just found that very funny. And I guess that's also given us a little glimpse into the Photos app here. You can click on that and you can see your camera roll. I mean, we can look at the photos on there. So the camera app definitely still works. Obviously the camera isn't as good as more modern cameras, but it definitely still works and still takes photos. The weather app, I assume it'll work since it only relies on servers from the provider. Okay, we'll open the weather app. And there it is, it's got London. Oh, see that in the corner again? Powered by Yahoo. Unfortunately, since the weather app is powered the same way that the Stocks app, and it's powered by Yahoo, and therefore it doesn't work anymore. So the weather app is a big no, it doesn't work anymore. We'll quickly just look over the other apps that are on here. We've got the calculator, that obviously still works. You can still do, basic maths, and it'll get the job done. The clock app, I mean, pretty hard for a clock app to go wrong. There you go, it's got time. You can set an alarm, you can do a stopwatch, and you can set a timer, of course, for however long you want. Oh, you can choose a timer alarm for when the timer ends. What are the options? That is the default ringtone of the original iPhone, ladies and gentlemen. And they've got a stock alarm, ascending. We won't go through all of them here, but I think one that most people probably have heard of before is the xylophone. And so there you go, that is the iconic iPhone ringtones on the original iPhone. They had them all the way back then. I think they still have them now on current iPhones. So yes, the clock app definitely still works. The Notes app, pretty hard to get a Notes app wrong. It just looks a lot different now. It looks like an actual notepad and pen. That was kind of the aesthetic that Steve Jobs went with this look of the phone. He made things look more realistic, like real life objects, so the Notes app looks like a real notebook. And so, you can type in here, George is streaming currently. And you can press done, go back to your notes, and there you go. You got your notes up there. You can tap on that, you can delete it, delete note, and it's gone. So the Notes app definitely still works. You can still use that to make notes. The Voice Memos app. Let's see if we can make a little voice memo here. Hello, this is a test recording of the Voice Memos app on the original iPhone 2G. Okay, that's been recorded. There we go, we can see the recording there. Let me hold that up to the... Hello, this is a test recording of the Voice Memos app on the original iPhone 2G. So, as you can hear, the microphone on this isn't very good. But you can kind of understand what I'm saying. It's not like it's a recording app that you're going to be listening back to. It's just little voice memos, just a little note, but in voice form. So, does the Voice Memos work? It does. Also, one thing you may have noticed is that when in the camera app, I didn't try and take a video. And that's because the camera app doesn't have a video function. This phone cannot take videos. The more you know. Okay, and then we can go into the Settings app. You can see we can go into Sounds. You can choose the volume, volume slider there. There's also choose your ringtone, which we had to listen to earlier. You can change the brightness of the screen, so I could turn it up, turn it all the way down, so it's quite dim. Can't do that from a drop-down menu. As I said, there's no notification slider, so you can't do it from the top. You can change your wallpaper on a lock screen. You've got the built-in wallpapers here. Let's make the lock screen into my PewDiePie figurine here. If I want to set that to my wallpaper, setting wallpaper, and there we go. If I now lock the phone and unlock it, it's my PewDiePie figurine. Now you may have noticed that it doesn't change the wallpaper on the actual phone itself. That always stays black. It is only on the lock screen that it changes. And there are obviously many more settings, you know, messages, iPod, photos. Settings app still works. And now, the main event of this phone. Let's try browsing the internet. We can go and open Safari here. And there you go, you can see my last Google search there, that kind of ruined it. But here we go. You can see that Google loads perfectly fine on this phone. Yes, the iPhone 2G can still browse the internet. But you may be asking, how well does it browse the internet? Okay, so let's do a little search here. What should we search for, guys? George Wilkins YouTube. Okay, George Wilkins. There we go, searching. There we go, that's my about section. So tap on that, see if it loads. Ooh. We are given a rather broken looking web page asking us to sign in. Okay, so it's asking for my Google account now to go onto the YouTube website. I'm just going to save you some time. The YouTube website doesn't work. We just go to youtube.com. You'll see that it tries to load, but then it comes up with an error saying something went wrong. Please try again, and doesn't load any further than that. So YouTube does not work on the original iPhone, whether in the original app or on the web browser. Twitch. Okay, we can try loading Twitch. Trying it out. Okay. Twitch.tv here. Ah, certificate error. This website did not accept the certificate. Twitch didn't work. Let's try Twitter here. Go on Twitter. Cannot open the page because it could not establish a secure connection to the server. So Twitter doesn't work. Let's try Facebook. Oh, it's loading something. Oh my gosh. Facebook, of all websites, has actually loaded its login page. Can I actually log into Facebook here? Ah. Can you read that? Your request couldn't be processed. There was a problem with this request. We're working on getting it fixed as soon as we can. I highly doubt that, Facebook, that you're trying to get Facebook working on the iPhone 2G. Try TikTok. Okay. I mean, it's loaded something. Sure as heck doesn't look like TikTok though. It appears to be a very unhappy version of TikTok's website. So far, I think you can see where we're going with this. As much as browsing the internet is technically possible on this old iPhone, it obviously isn't viable as a web browser because most websites, the majority of websites, no longer support such an old device and such an old web browser. I'm just surprised that Google even works, let alone actually searching the web and looking at things. So for that, I will give it a success. I will say it passed and that you can still browse the internet on this phone. However, there is a massive asterisk after that, in that you will be incredibly limited by which websites still support this generation of a device. But apart from that, there's the Contacts app over here, which is its own app, which is pretty much just the same as the Contacts when you look at it in the phone app. And so that's it. I think that pretty much wraps up this video. I think we definitely found out what still works on an original iPhone. Would I recommend using this phone nowadays? No, absolutely not. Of course, no one buying this today is buying it to be used as a phone. People are buying these phones as a collector's item, as a piece of history, or to do what I'm doing, to kind of document what still works on it. And so thank you all for watching the stream. I hope you all found it very interesting.